Hi, this is Eric McRay, artist, entrepreneur, and art educator. I've had a couple of requests from Timothy and also Chelsea out there who sent me emails and personally asked me, Eric, how do you find a market for your work? Okay, that's a very specific question, but the answer is a very personalized application of finding who has an interest in what you do. Depending on what you do, you then find a market for what you provide. It's supply and demand. The bottom line is if you paint, find people that like paintings. If you do sculpture, find people like sculpture. If you're a graphic designer, find people who need your graphic design services. The bottom line is you make something or you provide a product or service, and then there's somebody out there that has to, somewhere in the world, like what you do. Now, the market is, the issue is finding the people who have interest in what you do. I.e., if you see my t-shirt here, Carry Lazy Days t-shirt, Carry Lazy Days. I did the artwork that was used on the poster, banner, cards, the whole campaign, the visuals, the original artwork was sold. Collector came specifically looking for the original art that was used for the marketing campaign. And this gentleman here, he's the town crier of Cary. This gentleman lives in Canada. Purchased the other piece that was like this. I did two variations of the town crier. A gentleman locally purchased all four pieces, and then a gentleman from Canada purchased the other piece, and all these pieces have sold, and I have one left of a little Jerry. But the bottom line is supply and demand. What do you do? So here's the question. When you produce your art, who have you found that likes your work? And then you have to make yourself visible. I'm a strong believer in the idea if you build it, they will not come. You have to build it and invite them, and then they will come, and they will come and see what you provide. And how do you invite? In this day and age of advanced technologies, you have access to the very smartphone that I'm using right now, Android or Apple. There's social media, Facebook, Google Plus, if anybody uses that. You have Twitter, Instagram, and the list goes on, YouTube. So whether you're a filmmaker, a writer, a graphic designer, a cartoonist, an illustrator, a poet, then the day and age of the gatekeeper is over. There's no longer that you have to be an artist and have to find the Leo Castelli to discover you. You no longer have to go to some major publishing house to have your book published. If you're a filmmaker, you don't have to seek out Hollywood. In this day and age, I believe Justin Bieber was discovered on YouTube of all things. But the bottom line is that you have access to all these different venues and technologies that you can apply to use to get your product, service, and out there, and also build your personal brand. Every artist has to have a personal brand. Who are you? What do you do? How do you do what you do? Tell your story. Make yourself visible and acknowledged, and where people can acknowledge what you do. Now we can get into really detailed things about how to market this and how to do that and how to sell and how to communicate with the public. That's much more elaborate and much more detailed than this short video I'm doing. But the bottom line is you have to be proactive. You have to put your stuff out there and let people see it. You cannot hide it away and think somebody's going to break into your house and pull your work out and discover you. You have to put your work out there, let someone see it, and then ultimately someone will find interest in it. But take the time, build up the confidence. Don't feel it's bragging. Is what I say is not bragging if you really do it. So show your stuff, put your work out there, share with the world. And if anything, I personally think the person who doesn't share their work is a little selfish or insecure. I'm sure I offended somebody by saying that, but that's my opinion. So be it. I feel like my gifts are a talent from God, and I feel it's a gift from God, and I think part of the reason I was given these talents is to share them and enrich and bless other people. I get my satisfaction out of it, as well as satisfying and enriching and impressing and uplifting others with my work. So keep the questions coming. Go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Eric McRay. Also go to my other Facebook page, my fan page, that's McRay Studios. You can see me on Instagram. See what I'm doing here, folks? I'm sharing. And you can follow me on Twitter. So keep the emails coming, keep the texts coming, and I'll be glad to answer questions, and we can go into greater detail as the questions come forward. Thank you so much, and have a good one. Keep working, and work consistent, and don't work too hard, but just work consistent. Take care. Bye.